All right, back at it with another top five video. Today we're going to be talking about the top five annoying AI characters in Injustice 2 Mobile. Some of you might know that I already uploaded a part one to this video, and I was never planning on uploading a part two. But since so many people left a ton of comments about other characters that are super annoying, I just decided to make a part two. It's really hard to fit, all the crazy AI characters in one top five. So I guess it's just better to make a part two for it, which is like obviously this video. Really quick announcement. At the end of every single Injustice 2 mobile video, I will be adding a meme. So I think I haven't really worked it out. I think it's going to be like the last 10 seconds of the video. It's going to be a meme about Injustice 2 mobile, and then the video ends. I don't know. Maybe I'll add some background music or something. Maybe that'll be the outro, a new meme every single Injustice 2 video. But I'm just going to do that just to make the channel a little bit more fun. I'm always so serious about this game. Just to make it a little bit more fun. Anyways, let's get into the video. Number five is going to be Starfire. I think a lot of us have forgotten how annoying she is just because she doesn't pop up in Arena that much, but trust me, she is very annoying. Not only does she have that really annoying jump attack, but her passive is really frustrating too. Not to mention that she's a challenge hero, which means that it takes forever to get her shards, unless you get her through like the Champions Arena shards that they give you. But yeah, her AI is annoying because of that jump attack. The jump attack that she has kind of launches you back, and she shoots these little orbs at you, and she's in the sky for like 3 seconds when she's doing it. So not only is it kind of boring just blocking for 3 seconds, waiting for her to stop jumping. I know it sounds dramatic. It's only 3 seconds. But when you're playing, it honestly feels like a minute. Like she's up there for a minute shooting at you before you can attack her. But even if you're blocking or if you're not blocking, those orbs that she shoots at you when she jumps kind of launch you back a little bit. And I hate it when attacks do that, just because that means that you're going to have to be aggressive to get back close to her. And if your specials are close range, you have to get closer, because you do not want to perform a special without doing any damage, because that means she's going to generate health basically for free. Okay, so now you have to be aggressive, and chances are the AI is just going to completely wreck you if you're aggressive, or it's just going to run away, which means that you have to keep trying to be aggressive, which is just annoying overall. There really is no win to that. It's only a loss unless you get lucky and the AI, just ignores you and doesn't block or whatever. But chances are you're going to run into the annoying AI that's going to block or swipe away or whatever. Anyways, like I said, her passive is super annoying as well. Just because every single time you use a special, she generates health. And I think she generates about 15% of health every single 4 power bars, something like that. I did the math the other day. I can't really remember. But either way, that is super annoying. Just a really quick, I guess you could call it story time when I fought Starfire. I was playing against the legendary team. They had Darkseid and Arkham Knight Batman. And the last character they had was Starfire. And I thought I was going to completely wreck this team. I was like, dude, give me King Aquaman. These people are dead, right? This is a free 500,000 arena points. I was wrong. I was very, very, very wrong. And the main reason was because of Starfire. For some reason, the AI just decided to keep Starfire in the game, in the match, basically the whole match. It barely switched out to Darkseid or Arkham Knight Batman. But even then, even if I defeated them two, it was hell to try to defeat Starfire, just because they made her so that she had a ton of health. And unless I killed Darkseid, she also had that little Darkseid ability where if you take away too much damage, she gets a little shield barrier, which is even more annoying because now you can't do any damage. And if you do a special, it's not going to do any damage at all because she has the barrier. And in fact, it's just going to work against you because she's just going to generate health from that what's it called, ability. So it was really just a loss. There was no way to really get around it. The only way I could have gotten around it is if I had super OP basic attacks, which I didn't. I didn't have super mega OP basic attacks, and I really thought King Aquaman could do it. But it was that day that I realized how annoying Starfire is and how good she can actually be if you use her as a tank. Number 4 is going to be Batman Ninja Catwoman, and I have way too many things to say about this lady, so I'm going to try to keep it as condensed as possible, all right? So the main reason why she's annoying is because of her immortal ability. So whenever her health drops below 15%, she activates a 9-second immortal shield. This is annoying because you cannot kill her. She is literally immortal for those 9 seconds. And because she is kind of OP, she can do a lot of damage in those 9 seconds, man. And not only that, but you can't really get around this ability. The way I thought I could get around it was if I dropped her health to 20% or something, she wouldn't be able to activate the immortal ability because it has to be below 15%. What I thought I would do, which what I thought was genius, was when she's at like 20% health, I would activate my super move. This did not work because the super move doesn't kill her. She just spawns in with 0 health, but she still gets that immortal shield, which means there is no way to get around it. You have to fight her with the immortal shield while she has it equipped. That is really annoying. I really wish they made it so that the super could at least like one-shot her before she activates the immortal ability, but that's not the way they decided to do it, so I guess that sucks. Part 2 and why she's annoying is because she inflicts blind. And blind is, it is horrible, all right? With a character like Nightmare Batman, whenever you use a basic attack, he reflects the basic attack so it does damage to you. But in a weird way, I actually prefer this over blind. And the reason is because whenever you're fighting Nightmare Batman, every single time you're landing those basic attack hits, it's actually hitting him. It might not be damaging him, but it's actually hitting him. And it's keeping him occupied because he's getting punched. And, you can hear the grunts and stuff like that. And he can't interrupt you. With Batman Ninja Catwoman, the blind ability can interrupt you. The AI can completely interrupt you. It's kind of like Superman, where you kind of completely miss a basic attack and the AI can start punching you even though you're in the middle of a string combo. That's what Batman Ninja Catwoman can do because you're literally blind. Your attacks completely miss. So the AI can interrupt you. Another reason why she's annoying is because of her third passive. And honestly, there's just way too many things to go about this. So I'm just going to simplify this as much as I can. If a Batman Ninja teammate blocks special, they gain part of the power. And if Batman Ninja Catwoman herself blocks an entire special, she has a chance of activating her special 3. I think that kind of speaks for itself. I don't really have to explain that. That's just annoying. All right, so for her special 3, she takes away about 50%. I think it's a little bit more. It might be 60% of your power generation, okay? And remember, she can activate that special 3 just by blocking, which is insane. Not only that, but her lethal attack chance for Catwoman increases for about 12 seconds or something. I don't know. I don't have her completely maxed out, so just bear with me. Her passive 2, sorry, I have to check these on the spot. I can't memorize these because she has so many goddamn things going for her. Her special 2 is probably the most annoying part, okay? And here's why. She does damage over time, and the damage over time heals her, okay? And one would think that the immortal ability would only work once. Nah, man, it does not work only once. If she drops to like 1% of her health or whatever, and she's in that immortal ability, and she performs a special 2, she can gain 20, 30, 40% of her health back, and by the time you try to kill her again by dropping her health back down to 15%, she's going to activate the immortal ability again, okay? So she could just continue this cycle all game if she really wants to. It's rare that the AI does that, but it is still super, super annoying whenever you're like about to kill her and then she uses her passive 2 and then she's back to 50% health and then you have to go through the immortal ability again. Oh, nah, I don't like that. That's stupid. That is really stupid. I know it's great for raids, but at least take that off in arena, That's a little too much. All right, that's a little too much. So I'm not even going to go over her passive 1. It's really no big deal. She just does more damage whenever an opponent is blind. But yeah, just a real quick side note. She is a team character. She's a Batman Ninja teammate, or whatever you want to call it, which means that her effects stack on top of other people's effects, which makes her even more annoying. Number 3 is going to be Multiverse Black Lightning. And thankfully, with this character, I don't run into him that often in Arena. It's very rare. However, every single time that I do, I absolutely hate my life for those 3 minutes. And I am also in fear of my life in those 3 minutes. And the reason why is because of his special 2. All right? His special 2 completely disables your movement. You're stuck in a cage, literally a cage of lightning that does hazard dot damage to you. All right? And it's slowly killing you, and you cannot do anything about it because you're stuck in that stupid cage. It is such a simple concept, yet so annoying, so frustrating. Even if it's 5 seconds, whatever how long the cage lasts, I get like, I don't know, I get nervous or something, even though I'm not losing a ton of health. Sometimes just the fact that I'm stuck there and I can't do anything, it is very frustrating. On top of that, if he has Multiverse, the Flash on his team, that special 2 costs even less than what it normally costs. All right. So right now it costs 5 bars of power. I don't know. With Multiverse of Flash, it probably costs 4, maybe 3 bars of power. I'm not too sure. But yeah, that alone is annoying. That I would add him for that ability alone. However, there's also a couple other things that are annoying about him. And of course, it's got to be his passive. So the second part of his passive is that every single time you use an ability on Black Lightning or any other multiverse character when he's in the game, in the match, that ability, your ability that you used against him, increases by 1 bar of power every single time you use it. Right now, I only have him at level 4 in shards. So maybe in level 5, I think it might go up to 2 bars of power every single time. 2 bars of power increase every single time that you use that ability against him or his teammates. I'm not entirely sure, but that passive alone is super annoying. I mean, just imagine that. Imagine him as a sub boss, right? I would never ever want to see that because any single time you use a super move, or sorry, a special move, it would just keep adding and adding and adding and adding another bar of power. That is very frustrating, okay? Very, very frustrating. On top of that, a lot of people like to make him a tank. So not only does he have a ton of health, that means, wait, sorry, not, that I said that wrong. So if he has a ton of health, that means you're probably going to be using a ton of specials on him, which means you're probably going to be increasing the cost of those specials every single 10 seconds or however long you use them. And it's just going to start adding up and adding up and adding up. And it's going to be a very slow and tedious fight. A really small side note about this ability, for some odd reason, any single time every single time Black Lightning is in the game and I use my special, the game kind of freezes. It kind of freezes for a very split second because it's adding that extra bar of power to your ability. It might just so happen to be that it's whenever Black Lightning is in there, but this happens to me all the time. Every single time I use an ability, it obviously triggers Black Lightning's ability to make my abilities cost more. And in that 1 second where it triggers his ability, the game kind of freezes or it lags out or something. And there have been multiple times where the enemy has a chance to block my ability because of that small little lag input. And that is very frustrating. I really wish they would fix that. But yeah, anyways, Black Lightning is super annoying. So for number 2, I came across a small problem where 3 of these characters were basically the same in terms of why they're annoying. So I decided to put 3 characters at number 2. I know it sounds weird, 3 characters number 2. However, this is going to go by a lot quicker than you might think because all of these 3 characters, I have the same problem with all these 3 characters. All right, so number 1 is going to be Silver Dr. Fate. Number 2 is going to be Gold Power Girl. And number 3 is going to be Armored Multiverse Supergirl. Now you might be asking, what's the correlation between Multiverse Supergirl and Power Girl and Silver Dr. Fate? Well, it's really just the specials. All right, these 3 characters spam specials all day long, and they are very powerful. Okay, they're very powerful in either their passive or in their specials. With Silver Dr. Fate, we're just lucky he doesn't have OP specials. However, that really doesn't save him from being annoying because if he's in the enemy team alone, you will feel the effect of his passive because the enemy opponents, the entire team, will reduce their power cost for abilities by 2. All right, by 2. Power Girl does the same thing, and you feel this effect in every single match whenever you're facing against Dr. Fate. It is very, very, very annoying. Okay? Power Girl also has her special one, which costs only 1 bar of power, which is also a sniper laser that does dot damage. All right? That kind of speaks in itself as to why it's annoying. Again, the main reason why that would be more annoying is because of her passive. And with Multiverse Armored Supergirl, she has a small correlation with these 2 characters because every single time there's a multiverse character in her team, which is usually the case, usually you'll see Multiverse the Flash and Supergirl, Multiverse Supergirl, or whatever the third character is. She gains bars of power. She starts off with bars of power according to how many multiverse characters there are. And unfortunately, or I guess I should also say fortunately, but in this instance it would be unfortunately, Armored Multiverse Supergirl, her special one does a buttload of damage. All right, a ton of damage. All right, so she starts off the match basically doing OP damage in her special one. All right, so that's why these 3 characters are annoying. Their specials spam and their specials are OP. So that's just, I kind of wanted to put them all together. I know Dr. Fate doesn't have the most OP specials. However, when he's constantly hitting you with that Arc of Nubis or whatever it's called, Arc of Anubis. Yeah, because it's noob. Okay, whatever. Whenever he hits you with that, if he hits you 20 times with that, it's very frustrating. So yeah, I just wanted to add those three characters together. They also have little small, annoyances within them, but this is really the main idea as to why they're annoying. Number one is Horrific Scarecrow. Some of you probably weren't expecting this. Some of you are probably saying that there's more annoying characters in the game. However, I put Horrific Scarecrow on the list because he's also a raid boss. And I'll explain, why this is a bad thing in a little bit. So, first and foremost, in Champions Arena and regular arena, whenever you're fighting him, he adds 2 bars of power to whatever special you're using. So, if your special costs 4 bars of power, it's actually going to cost you 6 if Horrific Scarecrow is on the enemy team. Not just when you're fighting him, but even as a support character when he's tagged out, this ability still works. So that in itself is super annoying. It's kind of the reverse of Power Girl and Dr. Fate. So that's Dr. Fate and Power Girl, like I just said, are annoying. So because they make their specials spam, and with this character, it does the opposite, where you can't spam your specials. You actually have to wait longer to use your specials. So that is really annoying. Also, he takes away 8% of attack for opposing team. That's a level 4. I believe in level 5, he takes away 10% of attack for opposing team. So that's not really a big deal. I don't normally notice that, but it's still there and it still happens. And I guess with also that other ability stacked on top of it, it just makes it even worse. Now in raids, all right, this guy shines as the most annoying sub boss in the game. Okay, some people think it's Dr. Fate. Some people think it's Captain Cold. I think it's Horrific Scarecrow. The reason why is because, and I'm not going to hold this against Horrific Scarecrow because it's just an ability they decided to put with Horrific Scarecrow. But whenever you're fighting him, he does the Chaos ability where your teammates randomly tag in. Now, like I said, that's not really a passive of Horrific Scarecrow, but they decided to add that on top of him. All right. Now, the real annoying part about Horrific Scarecrow comes with his ability too. All right. Everybody knows about that ability too. Everybody knows it costs 4 bars of power. All right. And when you're fighting in raids, the longer the time goes, the quicker the power bar begins to move up. So as you're getting into 1 minute left into the match, dude, Horrific Scarecrow can get 4 bars of power like it's nothing. Like it's nothing. And the annoying part about the special too is that it disables your specials. All right. You have to rely on basic attacks whenever he's using his special too, because it's going to disable your specials. And sometimes you get this really annoying chain where he just keeps spamming special 2 on top of special 2. Last time I played raids, and I'm not making this up, for some reason, Horrific Scarecrow decided to not use any specials. He just decided to stack up on his power bars. And, a minute left into the match, he just decided to go rampage. He just went on a rampage on using his special 2. I cannot use an ability for the last minute of the game because he just kept spamming his special 2. And it just kept locking me out of the game. That is very annoying. I think everybody knows that. Everybody knows that that's just, oh, no, man. They got to remove that. At least they didn't add that ability that makes your abilities cost 2 more bars of power. But in a weird way, I would rather prefer that than have him use a special 2 all the time, because at least I can use my specials if he increases the amount that they cost. But if he's using a special 2, you can't use any abilities at all. All right? You're either going to have to lock him out by using Predator Batman's ability 1 or whatever other character that does the same effect, or you're just going to have to rely on basic attacks, or you're just going to have to rely on luck. So, and if you want to test your luck in this game in terms of the AI, I wouldn't put my money against it. But yeah, Horrific Scarecrow, horrible. I really wish they would take him off of raids. All right, so that was it. That was the top 5. This video took me a lot longer than I expected. I didn't expect these little clips to be as long as they are. I mean, for some of these characters, I was talking for like 4 minutes. And if there's 5 characters times 4, that's 20 minutes. So yeah, this took me a lot longer than I was expecting. I guess I had a lot of rage bottled up with these characters. But yeah, these characters are super annoying, man. They might not be as annoying as I'm making them out to be, but when things go bad, which tends to happen a lot in this game with the AI, you can get very frustrated and you can just completely rage quit that match or that raid, whatever it is. But yeah, that's basically it. That's the whole video. I'm not planning on making a part 3. However, I'm honestly betting that most people are going to add a ton of comments in the bottom where, I forgot this character or that character. So there might potentially be a part 3. Okay. I'm not saying there will be, but there might be. All right. Anyways, like I said, the last 10 seconds are going to be kind of like the outro slash meme part of the video where I make a meme about Injustice 2 Mobile and I put the outro music. I don't even have outro music. I'm going to have to find that right now. But yeah, anyways, that's basically it. Stay tuned for the meme in the next, I don't know, 5 seconds or whatever, whenever I add it. Have a nice day.